Did you see Eminem? Did you see what he tweeted?
Yeah, he was upset, right? He said Netflix was making a mistake by not bringing Punisher back.
Yeah, but it's so funny because I think like Eminem, like he's got a little soft at his times because he tweeted about it, but he wasn't like, you know, like you would think it was 10 years ago. Yo, mother effing Netflix, and he was just so, dear Netflix. That's how Eminem starts off. Regarding your cancellation of The Punisher, you are blowing it. Sincerely, Marshall.
That's how Stan started, though, too. Dear Marshall Mathers. And then it got a little crazy at the end, so maybe he's warming up to something. I think a lot of those, because Luke Cage got canceled, too, right?
Jessica Jones,
yeah, all that stuff did. I think all that stuff's going probably to that Disney app that they're getting ready to launch, because Marvel is owned by Disney, right?
That's right.
So I think Netflix isn't paying for it, but Disney will.
I hope so.
So speaking of TV shows, Kyle, what TV show are you into right now?
I'm still watching The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
And I'm almost done with the season, and it's really good. I love it so much.
I tried to watch it again, and I'm like, you finished it?
I finished it.
And it's good?
Oh, yeah?
Good. Yes, it's a little corny.
It is. It is a little corny.
Yeah, but you like, I don't know, you get used to it and you like it.
For me, it's sort of like the whole superhero world is generally kind of corny when you really think about it. Because, I mean, it's not real. Like, it's of people with powers. Like, that's a little bit corny. But I don't know. If you get past that and you just let yourself be in the story, I think it's really good.
Because the story is good.
Yes.
Like, the twists that it gives you and all that is crazy.
Oh, it brings it all back home? Okay, because I'm 2 episodes in. I started watching it with my my boy Joe, who's like a superhero freakazoid. He's 14, and he really liked it. I'm a little slow to kind of understand what's going on with it, where I think, 2 episodes in, but he's really into it, so I'll watch the rest of it with him.
What do you mean to understand what's going on?
Well, I mean, I'm just not, I'm not brought in or drawn in by the story just yet.
It's easy to get lost. Like, you really have to pay attention to everything that's going on.
Well, it's called The Umbrella Academy, and before it came out, I showed Suzette a preview because she likes the superheroes. And she was like, meh. And I never once in a million years thought to run it by you, Kyle.
I know.
And here you are liking it. Well,
I know, because I think I get into such dark shows that my mind goes places. And something happened recently where I was like, I need to go down a different lane.
What happened?
So we've talked about how, you know, like we become suspicious of pretty much everyone. Like everyone's a serial killer in my world. Like a guy walks by, a girl walks by, I'm like, oh my God, total serial killer. Watch out, this is their plan. And like, I don't want to think like that, you know? So the other day.
Now you're going to think they're all superheroes?
No.
Because you're watching Umbrella Academy?
No, because I know, because that world to me isn't real. Like serial killers are real. You know, that's a real threat to society.
True.
So the other day, Daisy, my dog, she started going nuts because she saw someone at the door. And so we have, you know, the ring the doorbell camera. So I'm like, oh, let's see who's at the door. And all I see is this like super young person in a hoodie, but I just see the side of the hoodie. And I see them try to peek in the window of our front door. I'm like, what's this fool up to? Trying to check if we're home? Trying to check if we're home for whoever sent you here to break in and kill us all? Like, I went there.
Well, yeah,
and I was like, yeah, like peeking in. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'm looking for the car who sent the kid to the front door. And there's no one there, right? So after the kid leaves, I open the door, right, to see if, like, you know, anything was there. And there's this little picture sort of like hooked into the door of like, lost kitten, please help find. And I was like, oh.
See, that's one thing though. They have a hoodie on and they have like the hoodie on.
It was on. And
I feel like you shouldn't do that when you come up to a house.
That's a good point, too. That's a good point.
You feel like you're trying to cover up who you are.
Exactly.
So.
Well, wait a second. When was this exactly?
I think like 2 or 3 days ago.
So it was freezing.
It was cold out.
So and it was raining and it was freezing. So
it wasn't raining at the time, but it was cold out.
But it was like, you know, so I could see why you would put the hoodie on.
But I instantly felt like a total jerk for even thinking that. Like, it's just this little kid looking for his kitten.
Dude.
Oh.
So this is twisted. I have not totally addressed this yet, but so my son was playing basketball a couple weeks ago, and it was like 6 houses down from where I live. And there was like, you know, there was African-American kids, a couple kids from Sudan, and they were all playing together. And my kid was playing with them all. And afterwards, I was like, you guys want to go cold plunge? And they're like, yeah, let's go cold plunge. So all of them pile into this little car, and they got their hoodies on. And they drive to my house. And they park, and I'm walking to my house with my son Kemp. And they park directly in front of my house. And there was a guy working on my house. And I see him go from like my garage, beeline toward these guys, walking really fast towards these guys. And I'm getting close up there, and I'm like, hey, Larry. And he's like, hey, and he goes, I just saw these kids with the hoods come up, and they just pull, and he's talking about them as they pull up my driveway, and they get out of the car. Can I help you? He says to the kids and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa,
No.
whoa,
They're with me.
They're with us.
Whoa, Larry.
Whoa, and he's like, yeah, I mean, it was so uncomfortable, and it was so like, and I said to my wife, oh, look, so you got a new racist working on the house.
Oh, no.
And she's like, no, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see what happened. I go, well, when you look at it through my point of view and the point of view of the people in the car, I go,
Doesn't look good.
It didn't look good, just because. But they all pulled up with hoodies on. 5 guys in a little car, all have hoodies on in the daytime. They pull up in front of my house, which I never thought twice about it. But this guy was like, "What's going on? Can I help you?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna hot plunge,
Cold plunge.